What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. You know, guys, I say a lot of things about the justice system, and one of the problems I got with the justice system, you know, to name a few, is how a lot of times people don't really investigate stuff enough before they get a certain type of, you know, determination of what was, or like when they're investigating, they don't get another side of the story or even look at the facts for what they are. They just go and react to stuff, and it shouldn't be like that. But what I'm talking about, enter this woman right here. This woman's name is Catherine Jensen from College Park, Georgia. She need her head cracked, in my opinion. See, a lot of times in the justice system, you can see where a lot of times women make complaints, and it's very easy for them to just make stuff up about a man doing something to them, and people believe it. This is one of them cases, and this right here, man, under no circumstances do I condone any of this type of shit, of bearing false witness against somebody to get them jammed up, and you ain't been around them in a long time. I don't know why somebody would do this. Maybe she crazy, maybe she not, but I'd lock her ass up and give her 10 years in prison. Check this out. This woman up here, Catherine Jensen, faked a report of a home invasion and robbery from this man right here, Charles Reed. She said he came in the house, kicked the door in, took her keys, choked her by the neck, stole her, and ran off. That's what he said, ran off. But here's the kick. Take a look at the story. And for one, the man hasn't been with her in 25 years. They haven't been in a relationship 25 years. They dated 25 years ago. And secondly, the guy's a paraplegic. He can't even move his legs. What's even worse than that is the reaction he got when he turned himself into to police station, College Park Police, and how they treated the dude when they thought he was faking that he was in a wheelchair because of the charges that was presented, to where they thought this whole thing was a ruse. It's crazy nowadays how people do something, get caught doing it, and nothing happens to them. Now, they didn't drop the charges for what this man is in this video I'm about to show you, but it was just a big headache that could have been avoided. I don't know what made this woman do this, but she should pay the penalty, and for some odd reason, probably nothing that happened to her, like always. Take a look at this and leave me a comment.
News now at 7. A Metro Atlanta Police Department now under fire for how it investigated an alleged attack and home invasion.
So what happened?
He kicked in the door. I ran. He choked me out.
An Atlanta News First investigation uncovered evidence that woman may have fabricated her story. Investigative reporter Andy Parati found it led to the arrest of a man who says he is innocent.
536, just confirming you're advising signal 20, front door.
College Park police respond to a home in June 2024.
Oh, thank God.
All right, how you doing?
After Catherine Jensen says her ex-boyfriend attacked her minutes before they arrived.
So what happened?
He kicked in the door. I ran. He choked me out. Tried to get the keys from my hand of my truck.
So he grabbed you by your neck?
Mm-hmm. Handle him myself. I'm too small.
You say he kicked the door in?
He did.
Charles Reed is the man Catherine claimed broke into her home and assaulted her.
She said I kicked in the door.
And why is that a problem?
Because I'm in a wheelchair and have been for 25 years.
Oh, come on.
Charles cannot move his legs. He's paraplegic following an accident when he was a teenager. Andrew Fleischman is Charles' attorney.
She describes that he's of average build.
Tall, short.
Average height.
That he has brown hair, that he's in black clothing.
So all black?
I want to say yes, sir.
But not that he's in a wheelchair. Never mentions it. And that is probably the number one thing you'd mention about somebody.
Especially as they're running away.
On foot.
I guess he took off on foot.
Charles and Catherine did date, but it was more than 20 years ago. They never kept in touch. He's been married for a decade with a newborn. And the day of the alleged attack, Charles says he was at a dinner party with friends.
Did police contact you at all?
No, not at all. Not a single time.
You didn't get a phone call?
Not a phone call.
You didn't get an email?
Not an email. Not a visit.
No one questioned you about this?
Nope.
For 9 months, Charles says he had no clue officers had a warrant out for his arrest for aggravated assault until the federal government alerted him when he tried to renew his passport. So he emailed Officer McKinley Boletti and set up a time to meet at the police department last month.
Then I finally go up there literally knowing absolutely nothing about it. I essentially surrendered myself because I was that innocent.
According to the body camera video, Officer Boletti questioned whether he was actually disabled.
Unfortunately, you do have the warrant out for your arrest, so I'm going to have to place you into custody.
Is this a joke?
Charles warned the officer putting handcuffs on would likely make him fall because of his paralysis.
I'm sitting there literally exactly like this in my chair, and so he handcuffs me, and I'm like, hey, like, just FYI, like, I can't move. I literally can't. I don't have muscle control.
It's too late.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, I could have broken my hip and died, like, very quickly.
How did they respond?
They literally sat there and just watched me writhe on the ground.
The officer still didn't believe Charles was disabled. Neither did his supervisor, who never put his eyes on Charles before saying this.
It's a ruse, man. So I mean, it's an obvious attempt to not to go to jail.
So
A fellow officer disagreed.
might need to call the district attorney's office, because if the door was kicked in, he didn't kick it in.
Finally, Officer Boletti admits he could be wrong.
Because now it's looking like she might have made a false report.
He started to hurt me about March of this year, and
A year before Catherine claimed Charles assaulted her, the Noonan Police Department, about 30 miles away, arrested her for theft and forgery after allegedly filing a false police report claiming someone stole from her. Fleischman says officers have access to a state database identifying prior arrests, but Officer Boletti never mentions Catherine's arrest record in the incident report.
But I've never seen a case where somebody was so clearly innocent and it would take so little work to establish it and nobody was willing to do the work.
it was a tumultuous relationship.
According to this email obtained by Charles' attorney, Catherine wrote to a College Park police detective this week asking to change her statement, writing, "My mental state and physical trauma in that moment worked to confuse me. Please contact me at your convenience so I can edit the information in the report and clear the name of an innocent man."
How's this impacted you?
Well, I haven't been able to leave my house in a meaningful way in 2 or 3 months, just out of fear that I'll be picked up for an arrest warrant.
Has the police department apologized?
Not a single bit. Haven't heard a word from them. In fact, we've been trying to get into communication with them repeatedly, both me and my lawyer.
Because ultimately, that's all we're asking for, just to be adults. Take responsibility when you make a mistake and try to fix it.
College Park Police did not respond to repeated requests for comment about this case. We reached out to Catherine Jensen. She also did not respond, but her mother says she now acknowledges Charles did not attack her. Catherine has not been charged in this case.